Welcome to another episode of Cyber Secrets. In this episode, we'll discuss how to do network analysis with a limited budget. First tool I always like to use is Wireshark. A second one is Network Miner. But when doing any sort of analysis, you need time and patience. Sometimes it helps to even have multiple systems if you're trying to automate any of these processes. So now let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is open up Wireshark and then start listening to the network interface that we're going to be using throughout this process. Then we need to start generating traffic. While learning to use these tools, it is always a good idea to generate specific traffic and then try to track down that traffic that you just created. So at this point, we're going to use IP traffic, going to enable look back so we can actually see the content. And now we start to see all kinds of content in the background to go through. What I'm going to do now is going to open up a program called PuTTY. This will connect using a telnet type connection to a server at towel.blinkenlights.nl. This is a very interesting telnet server. It's actually showing an ASCII version of Star Wars Episode 4. With Wireshark, you can even filter by protocol and just look at the telnet traffic. As you can see, it's starting to generate, starting to come through. And the more the traffic is changing on that towel.blinkenlights.nl, the more traffic you're starting to see generate in Wireshark. Now what we're going to do is generate some different traffic. We're going to go to a web page that you know and generate HTTP traffic. We're going to change the filter using a keyword search. I'm going to use the keyword search warfare because I know what warfare is going to be specifically on this page. As you can see, it's now filtering out for any packet that contains the keyword warfare. I'm going to go to a few more pages, again generating more traffic. As you see, the traffic is growing. If you go to a site that has cached information, the traffic will not show up in Wireshark because it's already cached locally. Now I'm going to very specifically look for some graphics, because with the graphics that I'm going to be going after, we're going to try to carve those out later, not only using Wireshark, but Network Miner. When you double left click on a single packet, you get to see all of the traffic generated for that specific packet. You can also right click on it and then follow stream, and that shows everything related to that stream. Now let's generate some more traffic. We're going to look up some PDF files, and then we're going to go to Google and then search for some graphic files. So at this point we did generate a few more PDFs. It's generating some more traffic. And now we'll do one more. We'll go to Google, get some images, and again, choose images that you'll recognize. That's the best thing to do as far as benchmarking, is to make sure that everything that you're looking at, you know that you'll find, so it'll make it easier to look for things that you don't know there later on. One of the best places I've found to generate traffic is images.google.com. Google Images has a lot of good content, downloads quick, and focuses on the specific thing that you're looking for. Now that we've generated some traffic, let's try to find some of the stuff that we've generated. Wireshark has many filters. When it looks just for .jpg files is image-jfif. Since we've searched for images on Google, we're going to look for those same images. As you can see, when we filter, we have a lot of hits. After going through some of the hits, we're trying to find one that's of decent size. One thing to take a look at though, when you highlight it, what you're looking for is the header FFD8 FFE0. This is the header of a JPEG graphic. Right-click on the JPEG interchange, then left-click on Export Selected Packet Bytes. Once you do that, save the selected content as test.jpg on your desktop. We know it has a .jpg extension because it has the FFD8 FFE0 header, so just double-click on it and verify that it is a graphic. What we want to do at this point is then save the capture for later use, because we're going to look at the same traffic that we captured in Wireshark and look at it in Network Miner. Now we'll go ahead and close Wireshark and open up a program called Network Miner. Network Miner focuses on HTTP and FTP traffic and does a very good job with it. There's also some great features to it as well, such as passive operating system fingerprinting. This goes through several different databases and tries to validate what the operating system of that system may be. Plus, it also grabs banners, which makes it extremely valuable for passive intelligence gathering. So as you can see, we'll take a look at a few of the items. Scroll down. And another nice thing about it too is it does do an MD5 hash of that data set that you're looking at. As we can see at this point, one of the systems, you see the MAC address, the IP address, and the name of the system, which is IWC-server. It also gives you some headers of the servers that I was using or the clients that I was using. Now we're going to take a look at Gallery View. Gallery View is great because it focuses just on images that it was able to capture, either through HTTP or FTP. I'll go and open a couple up to verify that they're fully functional. And as you can see, this graphic opened up just fine. Go ahead and minimize this and open up a secondary graphic to see if it's come up. As you see though, some of the graphics that we looked at in the background were the same graphics that we either saw on the Information Warfare Center's website or in Google Images. See a lot of hacker type photos in here, so that's great, because again, it automatically carved out everything that you're looking at. With that said though, since it does automatically rebuild the content, it does save them to disk. This does take up a lot of disk space. We're also going to look at something other really cool that Network Miner does. Segment by file name, then extension. Then we're going to take a look at some web pages that it actually rebuilt. Again, this is basic Yahoo News. This is seeing it just the way the person that downloaded it, in this case being me, actually saw the web page. If you'd like to learn more about advanced information security, InfoSec Institute is a great resource at infosecinstitute.com.